Hello friends, Kisan is here again and welcome you in this video tutorial. In previous video tutorial we have seen how to download, install and configure MySQL Workbench on Windows machine. Here I have shown you how to install MySQL Workbench separately, but if you go to the MySQL official website, then MySQL database comes, MySQL database server as well as MySQL Workbench comes with the single executable file. If you install single executable file, then MySQL server as well as MySQL Workbench will be installed in one shot. But here I have installed separately. MySQL I have installed first and then MySQL Workbench, and I have shown you how to configure MySQL Workbench with MySQL server. So after configuring, you can see there are some pre-existing database schema which is listed over here. In this demo I am going to show you how to create a schema or database. So there are two ways to create a schema. Either you can write a SQL query, write like this, create database, and you can get the database schema name like JDBC-DB and with the semicolon. Select this query, and here you can see a button, execute selected portion of the script. So click over here, and green saying that you can see. So now this query is executed successfully, and if you refresh, then you can see this schema has been created. This is one of the way to create a schema. If you don't want to write a SQL query, then it's a graphical. This workbench, MySQL Workbench provides you graphical user interface, and there you can create SQL query, JDBC schema, database schema without using SQL query as well. So here if you see, here you have a button is called saying that if you put a cursor over, create a new saying that create a new schema. So you click over here, and here you can specify your schema name like JDBC DB2 and click on the apply button. So finally this tool is going to trigger a query like create a schema and a schema name, or you can also write create database and database name and click on apply and finish. If you refresh, then look at here. So refresh it. So if you refresh, then you look at here, JDBC DB2 is created, right? So these are the two ways to create database schema, right? Now I'm going to drop this schema because this is not anymore needed. So let's finish. Now we have a JDBC DB. This schema is I'm going to use throughout the demo for JDBC. So here you can see three directory, right? Tables, views and routines. So if you create any table, that will go into this directory. If you create any views, database views, then that will go to this directory. And if you create any routines like database store procedure or functions, that will go into this directory. So here I want to create a database table for the JDBC demo. So right click on the table and create table, right? So like this you can create a table, or you have also facility to write a DDL query manually like create table, table name. You can specify the column name and data type and size on etc., and you can apply any kind of constraint and all. But here tools provides you to specify the table name. So I'm going to specify table name employee underscore table. Now we need to add some columns, right? So this gives you flexibility to add columns as much as you want. So that is here. So this is very small. So now you can add yes, now you can add column. So sorry, column name we can add, like I want to add column name employee underscore ID, and column data type I want to keep as int, and that should be a primary key. If you select primary key, then primary key is always not null, so not null will be selected automatically. And I want to increase I want to keep this column as a auto incremented. AI stands for auto incremented, PK stands for primary key, NN not null, right? Now next column I am going to specify employee underscore name, and that I want to keep as worker. 45 size is, that's fine for me. Now I want to apply not null constraint on this as well. Now third column I want to keep email, and worker 45, that's fine for me. Apply. I'm going to apply not null constraint on it. Now I'm going to apply salary column, and here data type I would like to keep I want to keep as a double, right? So double, and salary I want to keep as a null, default value null as well. If you do not select not null, then default value may be null. Now next I'm going to select as a DOJ date of joining, or directly you can write date of joining, and date of joining, and data type I'm gonna select. So you can go to see the drop down, and here if you come to the section time sections, right? So you can keep a date only, you can keep date time. So I want to, and you can keep a timestamp as well. So timestamp is nothing but the combination of date and time. So I'm going to take date time. Now last but not the least, I'm going to take bonus, one more column, that is bonus, and data type I'm going to select as something is called decimal. So here you can see decimal, right? And this can be a null as well. So I have selected my column names, their corresponding data types along with the size. Here if you want to change the size in bracket, you can change, like employee name I want 60 characters, 60, worker as your size 60, then you can specify the size. Now I am going to apply. So this SQL query basically, when you write DDL query manually, then you used to write SQL query like this, right? So now click on the apply and finish. So your table has been created. You can see this table does not contain any value. So this way you can create table. If you want to see what is the table, DDL query, then right click over here, and here you can see send SQL editor, and you can select different options. If you want the insert query, update, delete, or create, so I would say create a statement, and see this is the table structure which we have created, right? So you can see employee ID, which is integer type, size is by default 11, this is null, not null, and auto incremented, right? So value for this column you don't need to set when you insert data from the Java program, right? Now employee size, worker size 60, not null constraint we have applied. Email, worker 45, not null. Salary double, it's default null. Date of joining, we had selected date time, default is null. Bonus, it's a decimal, and you can see 10,0. So basically when you try to insert value for this column, then this will take 10 digits, and after decimal this is going to take 2 digits, 0 digits. So if you want after decimal you want two digits, then you can specify like 2. So that we'll see in the next demo. There I'm going to show you how to perform CRUD operation in JDBC. So in this video tutorial I have shown you how to create a schema in using MySQL Workbench, and how to create a database table. And in next demo I am going to use this table to perform CRUD operations. So thanks for watching this video, and see you next video tutorial.